Over the next couple of months, as we were opening up our business, he started to obsess about that guy from Tinder. Kept looking on all different social media platforms and kept asking me, is this him? Is this him? And showing me different profiles. And I was just like, I don't know. Like I barely talked to the guy. I just kind of kept brushing it off. And then when we opened our business, not long after we opened it, he started to obsess about him again. He's like, oh yeah, your friend from Tinder came in. And I was like, what? And he's like, your friend from Tinder, I'm pretty sure he just came into the shop. And I was like, I highly doubt it. And to me, it was far-fetched because we didn't exchange last names. And for him to find me, after I'd moved a year later into a new business, I just thought it was far-fetched. But at that point, I was pretty over him and the whole situation. So I was just like, whatever. And then fast forward a few months after we had separated, I was hoping to match up with him again. And eventually I did. And as we started to talk, I said, oh, so hey, you do remember me from like a year ago? And he was like, yeah, and like 2-3 months ago and a year ago. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we spoke like 2-3 months ago. I was like, no, we didn't. And then and that was roughly the time he started to obsess about him and was saying he was coming in the shop. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that was my ex. And he was like, your ex? He's like, why would he want to talk to? And I kind of explained that he became obsessed about him after he had seen the messages. He was even like, well, that's weird. Like, why did he just kept trying to talk to me sexual? I don't understand. And I was like, I don't know either. And I was like, I'm really sorry. And I was really embarrassed. And I tried to get as much information out of him as I could for evidence, because it really did freak me out at the time. And I was just, I don't know, he didn't really want to go into details about it, and I don't really blame him because it is weird. And so, yeah, in the end, he pretended to be me on a profile on Tinder, and I don't know what his intentions were there. I don't know if he was trying to portray me in a certain way and then trying to make evidence to collaborate it. I don't know. I just know that it scared the shit out of me back then. And is obviously a huge red flag. And he would like accuse me of these things way out of left field that I was just like, what? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I remember him saying that his parents had mentioned they saw men going into our business all hours of the night. And I was like, that's just a bull-faced fucking lie. And you get to a point where you don't even acknowledge it anymore. And then when I got out, I seen in different posts saying that a lot of times those accusations that come out of left field are usually confessions. And I do have audio evidence of him having girls into our place of business at all hours of the night. So they really do project the things that they're doing onto you, and they twist the story or the narrative that way so that people will think that you're doing what they're actually doing.
First of all, you have not been doing this whole business by yourself. This whole problem started because you brought over a fucking girl in the middle of the night, and this is a big issue at 2 a.m. So no, don't even. That is the issue. Yeah, no. I let you talk.
I brought home a girl. She asked to come here.
I let you talk.
I didn't ask her to come here.
At 2 a.m.